Welcome to 3 Steps Beyond, brought to you by Sicily Soul Sojourn. And this topic, as you can see, it's saying understanding karma. And karma has been spoken about a lot recently, and I was actually asked to do a segment on karma. And some might say, well, how come you are the authority on karma? Not that I'm authority on karma, it's just that I've been practicing, understanding, and experiencing karma. And karma simply means action. So this is going to take you through a very short overview of karma. So I want you to sit, relax, and understand as I go through each one. And of course, with these 3 steps beyond, I always talk about, we want you to ask yourself the following questions. Number 1, what solutions came up for you as you watched the video? 2, are you able to visit a scene, now be able to use the techniques to resolve the situation? And number 3, what did you learn about yourself from the overall experience? So understanding the karma, what did you learn about yourself? And then, of course, now use the 3 A's for continuous personal growth and success. And those 3 things are, number 1, accomplishments, number 2, achievements, and number 3, attainments. So now let's go into karma and the understanding of karma. So in this, we want you to begin to wipe away any negative karma, because there are 3 types of karma. There's positive karma, there's negative karma, and there's neutral karma. So there we go. We're going to see how to wash away the karma and keep positive karma. So what we're going to do now, we're going to see some definitions of the word karma. So, yes. So karma simply means action, and it's actually a Sanskrit word. So the spiritual premise, the manifestations, providence are synonyms, you can see that. So karma is a work or deed, an action. So the spiritual premise that one earns a life they deserve through previous actions, the manifestations of results, synonyms or poetic justice, causations, work deed, and it's a Sanskrit word. Karma is a Sanskrit word. So this is the definition, and you can play through it, you can slow it down, and you can pause it to see serendipity, causation. All right, so let's go into number 1. And so number 1, we're going to see this interesting word puzzle, and it's going to give us some different words connected to karma. So karma, it cause and effect, reincarnation, spirituality, good or bad, paradigm, future, harmony, Buddhism, Hinduism, because they all believe and understand karma, and it's the soul. So karma simply means action, and an action begins with our thoughts. So the subtle seed of the action is actually the act before the act. The act is a result of the thought. We might ask ourselves the question, why are some people rich and some poor? Why do they hurt me? I do not know them. Why am I ugly and they are beautiful? So this is the deep question, and you can see this pondering of this young lady here as it's based on those questions. And so you see, karma, as it explained in number 1, is really something to deeply understand and not to throw the term around or to think that you're exempt from it just because you feel that somebody is doing something and that it's not to your liking, that karma's going to get them. Karma doesn't work like that. We all experience karma. And you saw in the word puzzle, there was a word, I didn't actually pull it out for you, but there's the word soul. And soul is the one that actually experiences karma. So the soul, for those of you who understand that the soul takes rebirth, that the soul actually carries every action that you do in your entire life, in previous births, and in births to come. So that's why, as I mentioned in the very beginning, it's important to wash away all the negative karma and to create positive karma as much as we can. So this one is the understanding. The answer to this question is the one eternal truth of the universal law of karma. Nobody escapes it. It can and will repeat numerous times depending on the negative or positive actions that one has performed. It will manifest sometimes instantly or will just continue to repeat. So we will suffer or enjoy. So it's our choice. It's nothing that that it happens based on something because I did something wrong. No, we have a choice in it based on our actions. And so then it says we have an unlimited journey and we will take birth according to the actions that were performed in the past and the present. So yes, so it's very important to understand it. So, as I said before, we need to think positive. Think positively, think affirmatively, have good thoughts for myself and have good thoughts for others. So now let's go into number 2. Let's see what number 2 is going to be. So I talked a little bit about this before, but we're going to share a little bit more as it relates to karma. So of course we want to create positive karma. So we're going to go into a little explanation on how we create positive karma. So we create positive karma by, whenever my intentions are good to another, it benefits the self and it also benefits the others. The universal law will support what you receive back, meaning our thoughts or energy you put out, you get back. So good or bad, in order to get what you want, you have to embody and be worthy of those things. It's the concept of what you reap, you sow. And I know many of you know about the reap, you sow. It's there, and you can look it up. And for those of you in the Christian religion, you know about the reaping and sowing. So it's also you. Don't think that it's just for the other person. It is also for you. So let's move on. Let's see what's going on for the next one. So here we see, yep, you see, she's given an affirmative yes. Whatever you reap, you shall sow. So it's always to be reflective before I make any adverse words, any adverse thoughts. See, she's saying yes. And this wonderful soul is having that realization that if I be positive, positive things come towards me, that positive energy will be with me and it will come to me. And that's why some people appear to be doing better, because they may not create a positive karma in this birth, but in other births they may have created it. So number 3, now let's look at this one. Sometimes we see something happen let's wait for it, and it's called instant karma. Sometimes it's instantaneous how things happen. So creation of our thoughts. This is very important, because the creation of our thoughts, we create tangible, substantially real situations with our thoughts, which means things just do not happen to us. We are co-creators. We are the co-creators of making challenging situations appear, and then we inflict ourselves and others with our thoughts and actions, and it can sometimes be instant karma. Now I've seen it and I've experienced it. Again, I've been practicing the art of living. And the art of living is understanding that we do take rebirth. We do have this karmic actions that we do. We also have karmic relationships. And we don't understand why we're in these different relationships. And so once there's that understanding, we can really connect and see, like these two here appear to be having very good karma with each other. But does it stay like that? No, sometimes it changes. So the key is to, no matter what, even someone does something negative, be positive. And this person has all these great words: weight loss, healthy body, healthy life, eat less sugar. These are all positive karmic actions that she's having good thoughts for herself. And she did a nice little word puzzle, which is fantastic, to give her the positive affirmation. So, so then we see this little girl. We're going to go into that. We're still seeing this young lady and her word for herself. And so, thumbs up, that's right. When we think positively, we have a good action and we can give ourselves a thumbs up for what we do. So, let's see what's next here. And I'm going to pause in between because I want you to really reflect and think about what's been given, what's been said. So don't reject it all. You can just take some of it. You can take all of it, or you can take none of it and come back to review at another time when you're ready. But nobody's saying that you have to do something that you don't want to do. So it's important to reflect. And as you can see, there's this wonderful group of people, and then you see this man with his son, and they're reflecting and thinking, and so it's good to be harmonious. We saw that the first group of people, they seem to be very picturesque, and again, it's not perfect, but it's something we have to work at it. But it behooves us to work at these great relationships. So anyway, let's move on. So this one now is number 4. Number four is, this, I love this, and it's showing you the boomerang. So the boomerang is, we know that in Australia, there is this thing called a boomerang, and it actually, that's how karma works. Whatever you throw out, it will come back to you. And it's also the frisbee. The frisbee also gives you that same kind of experience. So, the law of understanding, humility, whatever we are and wherever in our current situation is based on what has happened in our past and also our current actions. So, the beauty of it is I get to do it over. For example, if you're blaming your colleagues for any incident that might have happened, it might be that in whatever happened or happens is a lesson for me to learn, and there is benefit in everything. There's benefit in everything. So never think like, why is this happening to me? I used to do that. It's the victim. Why this, why that? No, it's beneficial for me. So let me think about it. Let me have deep thoughts about it. Let me reflect on it. Let me concentrate on it. Let me focus on it. Let me get to the true understanding of karma. And you saw there was a description in the very beginning. You can look it up. And somebody said it's more than actions. Yeah, the word simply means action, but there's a deep, as this person's saying, healthy habits creates a good karmic action for the self and also for others. So it simply means action, but there's a more deeper thing behind it. But the word means action, that's all it means. And people would always, rather than just try to listen and try to understand, they will always try to battle with you and believing that they know more than you. And again, I only understand so much because I've been practicing this for the last 10 years. So it's something that you have to practice on an ongoing basis. It's just not an understanding, a simple understanding like this. So here we see a doctor speaking to, they're in consultation with someone. It doesn't look like it might be a patient, but they have to be especially careful of any karmic actions that they do because they have patients. They're responsible for the well-being and for the lives of patients. So here you see, it looks like this person's coming to show them different medications. But we've heard the different stories about how there's this exchange of medications and whatever. We're not going to go into that. But understand that if you're not doing what needs to be done, that there will be the consequences of those actions. And here we have this wonderful, I just threw this in this, just to give us a little lightness to this topic, because it can be quite intense. So I want to throw this image of this beautiful little girl with her phone. And then, yeah, see, once I do the right thing, I can be happy and carefree and just walk around and understanding when things happen. It's not happening to me, it's happening because of whatever actions I perform. So I play a part in that. So it's very important to understand. So let's look at the next description here. So the description is letting go of control. This law looks at how to get past things that we cannot control, accepting what is happening by only focusing on what we can change in ourselves. The law is broken when we try to control people or situations. Understand that. The law is broken when we try to control people or situations. Yes, thumbs up. So if I just let it go and let things happen the way it should, then I don't break the law. I can only control myself. I can only control my situation. I can't control anybody else's situation. So why should I try to do that? So, yes. So we are going into, see, happy people because they get it. So remember we spoke about only positive. So we're going to check that positive box there and leave the negative box alone. So now we're going into number 5. So number 5 is, let's see what that is now. Create positive karma now. Yes, it's important. We need to create positive karma now. Once we understand it, for me, it's deeply understood by me, and so I must only create positive karma. So let's talk about self-mastery. We must own what happens to us in our life. It is a great reminder that what happens to us is because of an action that was performed in the past or present. This eliminates the opportunity for us to look outward and to take control. Controlling and ruling power over oneself guarantees success and victory in the future. So controlling me, controlling my destiny, controlling what I need to do for only me. I cannot control, this is why she looks happy. Because she's taking care of her own, she's controlling herself, she's controlling her own actions. But is she like that all the time? Obviously not. And that's why the art of living, see, she's happy too, because she's like, I'm in control of things. That's right. I'm in control of things. Beautiful. And this young lady, she's writing, and I put this here because I want you to begin to write and reflect and put things out on paper. And whatever's disturbing you, get it out. Don't have those thoughts to create the karma from the thought, because that's where it starts from. And so this beautiful family together, taking a picture and enjoying some special karmic moments. So number 6, let's see what this is. I like this. So number 6 gives us an opportunity to walk into the light. So to no longer be in the darkness of not understanding. So the light means further growth. The more we get a deeper understanding of the universal law of karma, we will grow, change, and evolve. We will notice that our external reality will change and work more in our favor. Now, how cool is that if that happens, right? So, see, we will go up. So instead of coming down, we will go up the ladder and we will get to where it is we need to get to in our entire life. You will see. So anyway, here we are. We're seeing people, they're celebrating the success. They're moving forward. They're moving up. And yes, absolutely. Celebrate it when you get to that point in life. So number 7. So number 7 is simply, we're going back to another visual of the word karma. And I'm going to explain some more on number 7. About this beautiful, beautiful philosophy of karma. It is, once you understand it. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to fear. It's just to understand it. So, conflicting information. When the message in our mind is not clear, it will bring the energy of confusion and will lead to frustration and negativity. Focus only on the present. When we understand that using higher vibrational virtues of peace, love, happiness, and bliss, this will eliminate the negative actions using the low vibrational characteristics of ego, greed, anger, and unhealthy attachments to people, places, and things. It's that simple. Conflicting information. So here you can see that there's a conflict here, because rather I think the thing she could have done here is really turn around and be more engaging. It might be a horrible thing, but the only way to resolve it is to face it and address it, right? That's it. Peace. We want peace in the world. We want peace and we want love. And so peace and love creates beautiful energy of positive karma. So yeah, beautiful. So as we was talking about love, we've seen the heart of love here, and now we will see the word love. And so we want to create love and let that stay, not that wash away. We want that to stay. All right, so now we're going into number 8. This is a very, very, see, just this little video, little thing is quite long. So here we are, and I just threw this in here, the cat, because there was a cat that came and it was having babies, and I helped it to take care of the babies while it was here, and then it left, and so that's why I put this cat here to remind me of the good karma that I created with this animal. So anyway, the law of giving no matter what, that was my law of giving, practicing that. You must support what you believe in. This law helps you understand the importance of our actions and increases our good karma. For example, if you want to live in a peaceful world, you must focus on and cultivate peace for self and others. If we believe that we should have regard for all living creatures, like I did for the cat, we must act accordingly. And that's why I have a plant-based diet, because if I'm saying I want to create good karma, I cannot eat things that are not plant-based. So you can see here they're giving out blankets and different things to help people. It's creating excellent karma. And from the giving, as long as it's given from a heart and not from a selfish place, then it will come back to you in a most positive way. And yeah, so you see, giving the carrot, I had a bunny too, and I had given the bunny to my parents because I was traveling, and so the bunny was taken well care of by my parents, so I didn't create any negative karma with this bunny. So let's go into number 9. Number 9 is an interesting, we're going to go back to see the word karma again, and in this visual we're going to see the arrows going upwards. The arrows are pointing upwards as it relates to, we want to be up, karma, good karma, upwards. So to experience peace of mind, we have to be present. This can only happen when we let go of negative thoughts or behaviors from our past. Otherwise, we will keep reliving them and continue to cause sorrow for the self and for others. So don't think you're just causing sorrow for others. No, you're causing sorrow for yourself with it going through your mind. And we're going to see that. See, the mind will be like a wheel, keep going around like a bicycle wheel, and going around and going around. And also the thoughts, all these thoughts to make ourselves heavy and just continue to be in a space of not good at all. So yes, so we need to look towards the light, be free, be lovely, be present, and breathe, and just be. And then, of course, there is number 10. And we're going to look at another visual of karma. And just a reminder, the word karma simply means action. And so here we go with that beautiful image of karma. So now, the law of eternal change. This principle teaches us that there is eternal change, the law of evolution. History will continue to repeat itself until we learn from the experience and take steps to do something differently to stop the cycle. That's the law of eternal change. So here, let's just be present with this beautiful visual, this light and energy just coming towards us. So just receive that with open heart, or whatever it is. You can meditate and close your eyes and connect to whatever religion or spirituality you are to get an answer to this deep philosophy of karma. It's very, very deep, and it's eternal. That's why I want to show you how this is continuously turning around. So the eternal life, next exit. So we want to create an eternal life that is forever good. And so we can go to that next exit, and we won't have to turn the arrow to the other way, because our karma will be good. So now we're going, here we go, that eternal light, eternal, that's who we are. We live eternally. We're immortal. We're immortal beings. And so there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to rebuke. You can just ask and get the answer for yourself. So don't take it off from me. So here we are going into number 11. Here it has all these zodiac signs here. So it's very nice. So again, still on the topic of karma. So this one, we're talking about the law of patience and reward. To generate change in the future, our deeds must be consistent from today. Be consistent in our goals, and they will come to fruition. Generate change in the future, our deeds must be consistent from today. Be consistent in our goals, and they will come to fruition. So be patient. See, this wonderful man here is teaching, let's say this is her dad, and he's teaching her how to write. So he's creating something, he will get a reward of that, because he was spending time with his daughter and creating a future for her by teaching her. So not giving it as a responsibility to the school or waiting for them to do something. No, that starts from the house. One has to do that. And so in it also there's a risk. There's a risk. You might say, why should I believe this? I risk my religion, I risk my spirituality. Well, sometimes we have to take a risk to get a reward. And so let's get that reward, right? And yeah, so congratulations, number one, if you allow yourself to be open and be able to experience what you've opened yourself to. Remember what you have opened yourself to. So number 12, we are going into the light again. It's important to go into the light. Let the light guide us. I like this picture because it looks like me. But anyway, living in our karma. According to this law, every contribution will make us affect the world. We have been born with a specific gift, mission and purpose that only we can bring into the world. With our uniqueness, authentically sharing our skills and gifts is why we are here. Appreciate it, be it, and share it with dignity and empathy. So we're owning our karma. So we must understand when we reflect and focus, we can smile, we can be at peace. As this young man is here, he's at peace, he's reflecting, he's focused, because he understands that it's good to be open. And same with this young lady, she's in the light, she's smiling, she's saying, I can actually receive this. I receive this with open arms. And so we can do that. And have great relationships with others, don't blame them, just be happy in their space. So karma, understanding the deep philosophy of karma and washing away all the negative karma, creating nothing but positive karma, and receiving the life, herb, giving beauty that karma has to offer. Washing it away, receiving that good karma. So I always end by saying, you have your to-do list, You've got your 3 bullets there. It could be more than 3 bullets, but you write down what you got from it, reflect on it, focus on it, concentrate on it. And if you've been watching these, I always like to tell you, you are amazing. Because you are amazing, right? You're absolutely amazing. And, of course, it's up to you if you'd like to subscribe, like, and share. And this again was brought to you by Cicely's Soul Sojourn. And it's all about peace, love, happiness, and bliss. Until next time, thank you for joining us here at Cicely Soul Sojourn. See you again soon. And thank you for the opportunity for me to share my deep understanding of the law of karma.